guys, it's your girl Cody here and welcome back to my channel. So you guys already know, happy Friday. I am back with yet another story time for you guys. I just want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart because y'all showed me so much love on my last story time and you guys even hyped the video. I forgot that was even a thing, so thank you to everybody who hyped my last video. To all my new subscribers, hey girl, welcome to the party. Okay, welcome. If you are new here, my uploading schedule is Tuesdays and Fridays. Fridays is for the story time. Tuesdays is more so like, you know, vlog, if I might go shopping. So if you're into that type of vibe, stick around for Tuesdays. But if you're just here to hear me yap, okay, share my stories, then Fridays is definitely the day to come back to the channel. Okay, you guys, I do have me a little drink. This is the Andre pineapple mimosa. I do have it in this little cup just because I wanted to give like fall vibes, but I never drink mimosas in this cup. I usually have a mimosa glass, but I decided to be cutesy. Make sure you guys get your drinks, your tea, your snack, whatever you got. If you got your wine, girl, if you're drinking water, juice, whatever, gather all your stuff, get you a cozy blanket, and let's get into today. Y'all already know we got to take a sip of our drink before we get started, okay? This story time, girl, it takes place years ago, okay? This was before I had my son, honey. I was carefree, okay? Around this time, I was kind of in my era, like, if anybody wanted to take me out, I was like, okay, yeah, like, let's do it. Let's run it. Nowadays, girl, the older I get, I don't got time to just be going out on a date just because anybody asked me on a date. You get what I'm saying? Like, especially now that I have a kid, I have a son, like, no, the time is very limited, okay? So we can't just be going out with just anybody. But back in the day, I'm saying that like I'm old as hell. Well, I'm 27. That might feel old to some of y'all. But yeah, so, you know, back in my younger 20 years, you know, back in my younger 20s, anybody who was like, hey, you know, I want to go on a date, as long as they didn't look too crazy and they wasn't like too crazy, you know what I'm saying? If they seemed decent and I was somewhat attracted to them, I was like, yeah, you want to take me on a date? Take me on a date. Let's run it. This day, I had decided to take myself out to eat on breakfast. One thing about me, I like to do my own thing. I like going out by myself. I like to eat by myself. I'll go to the movies by myself. Like, I'm a very independent person. Just went to this little mom and pop breakfast spot, went in there, pulled up, sat down. Every time I go somewhere by myself, they be like, oh, are you waiting for somebody? Like, they always think I'm waiting for somebody. And I'm like, no, I'm just here by myself. And they're always so surprised when I say that. And I'm just like, dang, like, a girl can't just take herself out to eat. Like, what's going on? I walk in there, y'all. They seat me, whatever, cool. My waiter comes up. She don't really need a name. We just gonna call her waiter. So she comes up. You know, she introduced herself. She ordered my food. Okay, cool. So I'm sitting there waiting for my food. I noticed this guy, so we're gonna call him Cody. I really wanted to call him so many different names, like crazy, delusional, psycho. Ooh, should I call him psycho? Now I don't know. I'm gonna just stick with Cody. See him, you know, he's walking around, whatever. But as I'm sitting down, I notice that Cody keeps looking at me. So I'm not really thinking too much of it. I'm like, okay, whatever. Now, Cody, let's explain what he looks like, okay? Cody is a white guy, okay? White guy. He kind of got like that shaggy looking hair. And honestly, y'all, he kind of looked like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Maybe I should have named him Shaggy. Girl, I can't keep up with all my names. Kind of look like Shaggy, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, but a little bit more like meat to him and a little bit cuter. When I seen him, I wasn't 100% attracted to him, but I was like, for a white boy, he alright, you know, but I really wasn't looking at him in that type of way. If I'm gonna date a white guy, I'm gonna need him to have a little seasoning to him. Like, I need you to have a little swag to you. But hey, it is what it is. I'm not thinking too deep because why would I, right? My waiter, she comes, she brings my food. I'm like, thank you. But I noticed, you know, when she was bringing my food, I noticed that she was kind of looking at me weird. And I'm like, why is she looking at me like that? Like, it wasn't like a stank or like evil or like mean type of look. It was kind of like one of those looks where it's like, oh, I know something that you don't know type of look. Like, she was kind of like smirking, like, oh, here's your food. Like, let me know if you need anything. And I'm looking like, what's wrong with these employees in here? Like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, do they feel bad because I'm sitting here by myself? Like, are they trying to like flirt with me? Like, I don't know, just feel like everybody was trying to flirt with me. And I'm like, am I just being delusional? Like, what's this vibe here? So I'm like, I'm noticing, I'm peeping. I'm like, thank you, you know, I'll let you know, whatever. So I'm eating my food. I'm having the time of my life. Now, Cody, during this time while I'm eating, he just keeps walking back and forth and he keeps looking over at me smiling. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself like, dang, like, you know, and I've been to this mom and pop breakfast spot a few times. It's one of my favorite spots, but I just felt like, and I've seen him maybe once there like years before, but I'm just like, I don't remember everybody being so like ditzy or like cheeky. I don't know how to explain it. Like everybody knows something that I don't know. And after a while, it was kind of giving vibes of like, y'all know that movie Get Out where everybody was white and it was like that one black guy and he was dating that white girl. If you watch the movie Get Out, you know what I'm talking about. I started to kind of feel like that because the more I looked around, I'm like, I'm the only chocolate one in here. So like, I don't know, y'all kind of giving me Get Out vibes. Like, do I need to get out? Like, what's going on here? So Cody keeps walking back and forth. Eventually he comes over to me. He's like, is everything okay? Is your food okay? I'm like, yes, thank you. He was like, okay, great. I just want to make sure you're good. I'm like, yes, thank you. So after that conversation, Cody kept coming over. Like, I really despise when waiters come up to me and they see me eating. Like, I'm in mid-bite and you gonna ask me if I'm good. Like, if you see I'm in mid-bite, just walk past and then come back, and then, you know what I'm saying? So every time I'm mid-bite, he keep coming over asking me if I'm okay. He keep putting napkins on the table, all that. And I know y'all probably like, Janelle, what's wrong with that? Nothing's really wrong with that, but I had started to peep that my main waiter, she was nowhere to be found. So I'm like, okay, maybe they shifted, like maybe he's taking over. Either way it goes, I'm only gonna put one tip, okay? Like, both y'all not finna get no tip out of me. I don't care what y'all say. Both y'all not finna get no tip out of me. I'm gonna put this tip down, and whoever pick it up first, it's yours, okay? Or y'all need to split that. I don't know. So I'm like, I don't really give a damn at this point who my waiter is. As long as y'all helping me when I need help, and as long as y'all understand that there's only gonna be one tip left on this table, then we good, right? So he keep coming back, he keep talking to me. At this point, I'm kind of picking up a vibe. I'm like, I feel like he's flirting with me, but I don't know. But I'm like, at the same time, he is a waiter. So, you know, maybe his car payment is due. Maybe he got some bills due, so he really need them extra tips. So maybe he's trying to lay it on me thick. Like, maybe that's what's happening. So I'm brushing it off. I'm kind of, you know, a little bit irritated because I'm like, dang, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you I don't need nothing. Like, if I need you, you know, trust. I'm gonna be like, hey, excuse me. You know, I ain't to leave. My main waiter comes, and she's again giving me this weird vibe, like she knows something I don't know. So she's like, I just want to check in, make sure you're okay. Are you doing okay? I was like, yes, I'm good. She's like, I hope this doesn't sound weird, but you're so beautiful. So at this point, I'm thinking, now if you watch my friend was obsessed with me or wanted me something video where my friend wanted me, if you watch that, this had happened after that situation. So I'm like, listen, I don't want to deal with y'all females and this whole beautiful and all that. I just got out of this traumatic situation with a friend. Okay, you know, I had flashbacks to, what did I name her? Vanessa? I had flashbacks to Vanessa. I'm like, listen. So I was like, oh, thank you. I ended up finishing my meal. Cody came back to the table, and I noticed that he's trembling, y'all. Like, he's shaking in his boots. And I'm just sitting here like, dang, like, why is everybody acting so weird up in here? Like, y'all were never acting like this when I came here a few times. You get what I'm saying? Imagine this is the receipt. He's like shaking, y'all, like trembling, handing me the receipt. So I'm like grabbing the receipt. I'm like, thank you. Usually they put it on the table and they face it down and they go about their business. So I'm like, okay, he's handing me the receipt. I don't know why he's trembling in his boots, but maybe he got some type of condition, girl, I don't know. So I grab my bill and I'm looking at the bill and I see a phone number at the bottom of the bill, and I'm just sitting there clutching my invisible damn pearls because I'm like, I know this is not his number. I know he did not just put his number at the end of this receipt like this, okay? Because I'm thinking in my head, like, listen, if you really wanted to make a move, you could have paid for this bill. Nah, I'm playing, because, you know, he's not obligated to. But that would have really, okay, you know what I'm saying? That would have really left a mark. But anyway, he leave his number there. So he's literally just standing there. Usually most waiters will leave the receipt and they be about their business. So he's just standing there. It's awkward. And I'm looking, I'm like, is this your number? He started looking around because, you know, he probably not supposed to be doing that. So he looking around, he like, oh yeah, I know it might be a little unprofessional, but I just thought you were so beautiful. He just starts vomiting at the mouth, girl. Not literally, but figuratively, he just starts going. And I'm just like, I'm looking at him, y'all. He's sweating. His little shaggy dude is getting all wet. And he looked gross. Looking at him like, slow down, like relax, take a deep breath. I feel like I gotta take a deep breath. I feel like I'm yelling at y'all. If I'm yelling at y'all, I'm sorry, because I be getting passionate about these stories, y'all, when I remember them back. So I'm looking at him, I'm just like, oh, he's sweating, he doing a lot. He just talking about how he thought I was beautiful, and he told my waiter that he wanted to be my waiter because he thought I was beautiful, and she said sure, whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay. I was wondering what happened to my other waiter. He was like, yeah, I hope you didn't mind. Like, I'm like, no, you were nice. He's like, please don't feel obligated to text me, but I just wanted to put it there, you know. Basically the ball is in my court. So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna text you. Now in my head, you know, like I said, looking at Cody, I wasn't fully attracted to him. I was just kind of like, you know, he looked like a typical white guy, you know, the shaggy type hair, you know, kind of slim, but not too slim. You know, he had like slight little muscles to him. If I was gonna do a white guy, he just wasn't the white guy I was going for. You know, when it comes to me and white guys, I either like them to look like the business type, like the polished, like real rich type of look to them, or like have a little swag, you know, that in-between shaggy, raggedy type of look. I'm not here for that, okay? You gotta look real polished or have a little swag to you, you get what I'm saying? If you don't got either one of those, it's not gonna work for me. So he was kind of that awkward in-between, and I was kind of like, ugh. But like I told y'all, this was around the time where I was in my, hey, whoever want to take me out, let's go on a date and listen, let's just do it for the plot. Let's just see what happens. I was in that type of mindset. I left the mom and pop spot. As I'm leaving, all the waiters are smiling at me. Original waiter that I had, she's looking at me smiling. She's like, bye. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'm just like, bye. Everybody looking at me saying bye. And I'm like, dang, like, I feel like, you know how Jennifer Hudson, she got that little tunnel and they go down, they be clapping. That's how I felt. I'm just like, dang, like, what's going on? So I leave, boom. I did not text him until the next day, y'all. We're talking. Let's get a little sip, okay? Let's get a little sip. This is actually really good, but I don't know. I'm not gonna drink no Moscato out this cup no more, y'all. I don't know why I would do that. I like a little glass, but that's what I get for trying to be all fall vibes. Oh my god, like, girl, no. Anyway, anyway. So, girl, we texted each other. You know, the vibe is kind of cool, but I just feel like I kind of was already like, I don't know, like. He was talking about stuff that I just really wasn't that interested in. He said something. He used to do something in the woods, hunting. I don't know, y'all. He was talking about stuff that I just really could not relate to. And I'm like, oh, you a little too white for me. Okay, no offense, you know. Hey, listen. Everybody, you know, everybody come from different backgrounds. I'm just like, your activities and things you like to do for fun, it sounds terrifying to me. I don't really want to go out and shoot no deer. I don't want to do that. But, you know, he was talking a lot about that and going on trails and stuff. And he told me that he had a son. So I'm like, okay. Now, at that time, like I told you, I was child free. So I really wasn't trying to date nobody that had kids. But I'm just like, you know what? I was in my, let's just do it for the plot. I was in my fucking era. You know, fuck, let's just do it. Let's just, listen, I don't really date too many white guys. Let's just see, okay? Maybe I'm being a little too, you know, and y'all don't judge me too hard. Like I told y'all, early 20s, I'm just living life. I'm like, yeah, I don't have no kids. And yeah, so he wanted to plan a date. He asked me if I went to this one spot. He was asking me like what type of food do I like or whatever. Now he was trying to take me to go, I could take you hunting and we can go, you know, basically kill the food and then I could show you how to, no baby, no, take me to a restaurant because I ain't trying to do all that. So I politely declined. I was just like, oh, you know, maybe not for the first day. Like maybe that could be our second date or third day. He like, oh yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Well, let's just do a traditional dinner. So I'm like, yeah, let's just do that because baby, this might be the last time you see me because we already not liking the same type of things. Because me hunting? Oh no, babe. Even if you took me hunting, I'ma just be sitting on the sideline. Like I can't, and then I don't want to off it and then turn around and do the whole process of cleaning it and then cook. I just want to, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyway, so yeah, so he like, okay, well, have you ever been to this spot? So he screenshotting places, he's sending it to me, and he sent me this one spot. So it was kind of like it wasn't like an upscale bar type of thing, but it was like this little bar lounge type of thing on the corner downtown somewhere. Like it was real cool. So but I had never been there, so I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at the menu. I see they got burgers, fries, you know, fish and chips. They got like regular bar food, like they just got regular stuff. So I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I never been there. I always pass by it, but I never went in there. So I'm like, yeah, cool. So we set a date. all is well. For this date, I had ended up buying a whole fit, y'all, which is so crazy. It's so crazy. I didn't like nothing in my closet, and ladies, y'all know how we are, but I went out and bought a whole fit. And the thing is too, y'all, I was actually excited for the date because I didn't go on a date for a while. Now I know I said I was doing a lot of stuff for the plot, but I really didn't go on a date for a minute. Like, it had been a minute, because even though I was doing stuff for the plot, like I said, if the person just seemed too crazy, or it's just too, like, it's a hell no, like there's no inch of maybe, or let me just, like, if they're just giving too crazy vibes, and I had a lot of crazy ass people approaching me, it was just gonna be a no. So even though some people were asking me out, I was just like, no, 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 no. So I was like, you know what? I said no so many times. Let's fuck it. You know, this was my fuck it. Let's just do it vibe. Okay. So by the time we got to Cody, I'm like, let's just run it. So I was low-key actually excited for the day. So I'm telling my mom, like, yeah, I'm going on a date with Cody. And she like, oh, get him to send me some pictures. She always say that. She's like, let me see some pictures. Tell them to send you some pictures. I'm like, nah. She like, girl, you better tell them to send you some pictures. And I was like, nah. Like, I'm gonna see, like, maybe after this day if he'll send me some or whatever. She's like, girl, ask him and say you want a contact photo so we can see what he looked like. So I think I did end up asking him for the contact photo, but I didn't like the picture that he sent. I never showed my mom because I was like, why would you send this picture like this? Like, why would you send it? You look like a serial killer, okay? So I was like, oh, hell no. I was treating it as if I was going on a date with somebody that I really wanted to go on a date with. But honestly, I was just like excited to be outside, you know what I'm saying? So got all cute, got dressed up. I put the address in my phone, went to the spot, right? So I pull up, I'm texting him, and I was texting him on the way there. I'm like, hey, I'm heading there. And he wasn't saying nothing back. So then I texted him when I was there. I was like, hey, I'm here. He was like, oh, great, come inside. I'm already here. I'm like, oh, damn, like, he already there. And usually I kind of like to get there before them. Like, I get there hella early. So when I got there, it was probably like 10, maybe 15 minutes before we actually planned to be there. So I'm like, damn, he been there. How long he been here? So he said he was already inside. So I walk in, I see he already got a table, everything, y'all. So I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like, dang, like, you should have came and got me, because it was dark as hell out there. I really don't like being downtown because it'd be a whole lot of homeless. So I'm just like, oh, you probably should have came in and got me, but all right, I'm gonna let you slide. And I think he thought of that last minute, because as I was coming in, he was about to come out. But, you know, so he met me at the door. He's like, oh, okay, so you already in here. I'm like, yeah. So he like, all right, well, here's our table. And he's like, I got us some waters. Now, I thought the gesture was cute, but no, okay, but no, because I don't know what the hell you did with this water before I got here. Now, granted, the way the restaurant was set up, he was dead smack in the middle, and it's like open, like we weren't in a booth or nothing. It's a lot of people in there. It was packed as hell, like, so, you know, I mean, I'm sure if he would have did something to the water, somebody might have seen it. But at the same time, y'all know how people be giving it up. They like to mind their business, and I don't blame them. So even if they did see something, I don't know if they would have said nothing. Long story short, moral of the story, I wasn't drinking that damn water, okay? So I seen the water, I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, I try to play it off. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm probably going to order something else. Like, but thank you for the water, whatever. So he's like, oh, you're going to get something else? You don't want just water? So I'm sitting here like, whatever you do, don't start that cheap shit, okay? If you're gonna invite me on a date, let me order what I want. And even then, when I go on a date, I still don't be ordering like a whole thing. Like, I'm not gonna go on a date and order all this shit that I wouldn't normally order. You get what I'm saying? But I don't want to feel like I can't order nothing. Like, a lot of times I'm courteous anyway. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I want the whole menu, and I want appetizers, and I want this. Like, I don't do that. I know some people do. Hey, kudos to you, sis. But when I go on a date, I only order what I know I'm gonna eat. Like, if I was paying for it, I would only order as if I was paying for it, basically. So, but yeah, I'm like, hold on now, you don't start that cheap shit now. If I want something other than water, I'm gonna get something other than water. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wanted me a little drink, but he was kind of like looking at the drink menu. I'm like, ooh, they look like they got nice drinks or whatever. He's like, yeah, but I don't know if you should be drinking. I don't think that's a good idea. And I'm like, why? He like, oh, because didn't you drive here? So I'm like, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of irritated, because it's like, okay, Yes, I drove here. Like, I get it. No drinking and driving. But damn, a girl can't have a glass of wine? Like, come on now. I can't have a glass of wine with my dinner. So he was kind of blowing me with that a little bit. Like, he kept trying to look to see what I was going to order and kept trying to persuade me to get other stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is already strike one. Like, I understand you like to hunt your shit and eat your shit for free. But baby, this ain't giving that, okay? So if you're gonna ask me on a date, let me order what I want to order. Like, let me do me. Let me do me. So, honestly, I took that as my sign. I'm like, maybe this is God trying to tell me, like, girl, you need to be completely sober. Then the waiter came over. She was talking about how they got Italy and Spanish wine from Spain and all these notes. Like, she really like doubling down on the wine. And I'm like, dang, I really want to try the wine. And he's like, yeah, but we both drove. And the waiter's looking at him like, like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, okay, like, ain't nothing wrong with having she on my type of vibe, okay? Me and her on the same type of vibe. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna just get a soda. So she's like, okay, well, let me know if you change your mind on the wine. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna let you know. So he's going on and on about how he don't think it's a good idea to have a drink and then go in your car and drive. And listen, I'm not saying the man is wrong, okay? I don't think anybody should drink and drive, okay? I don't, because there's a lot of people who lose their lives from drunk drivers. So I'm not saying he's wrong, but at the same time, it's like, goddamn, like, a glass of wine, like, come on now. But anyway, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna let you have that. It is what it is. Let's talk about something else, because you keep going on about this. Like, I'm gonna leave your ass here and I'm gonna go somewhere else and I'm gonna get me a glass of wine there. Okay, like, you get on my nerves. So, and I should have been like, and I don't think it's right that you out there killing them innocent deer and eating them. How about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, let me do me. I let you do you, let me do me, okay? But I still couldn't be talking because I be eating chicken and stuff. Anyway, y'all get what I'm trying to say. Like, dang. So yeah, so we're talking or whatever. Y'all, I kid y'all not, did nothing but talk about himself the whole freaking day. And not even just about himself, y'all. He starts talking about his ex. He starts talking about his ex, y'all. Mind you, we haven't even got the food. My soda haven't even came yet. We just sitting here with these waters. He keep trying to get me to drink this water that I'm not freaking drinking. I'm waiting for my soda because I'm like, I don't know what the hell you did with this water and I don't want it. And you keep trying to make me drink this water. Why? Okay? So no food, no nothing has came to the table. He looks at me, y'all. He's like, yeah, my ex. I'm just sitting here like, I know you fucking lying. So he starts talking about his ex, how she's crazy. And I think the ex was actually his baby mom. I don't know why he should just said his baby mama. So he's talking about basically his baby mama. He like, yeah, so my ex, she lives in the woods now. Like, she was on drugs. Like, she had a bad drug problem. Saying all this, y'all, on the date. I haven't had not an ounce of food. No, nothing. Y'all, nothing has hit the table. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Janelle, why you didn't just get up and leave? Now, listen, future 27-year-old me would have got the cup and I would have went somewhere else and I would have got me some wine at the other spot and I would have got me some food, because listen, I just wanted to be outside, but I don't know why I didn't just get up. That don't mean I had to be outside with him, but that was just, the plot was getting too damn thick now at this point. Like, shit wasn't fun no more. So he's talking about his ex, how she used to live in the woods, she had a drug problem, all this stuff, y'all. I don't even know what to say. Like, he's not letting me say nothing. He's not asking me no questions. He's just going in about his ex and how she lived in the woods. And then he had the nerve to know what part of the woods she was in. He like, yeah, if you go... He like, yeah, if you go up the street, take a left, turn right at the light, and then pull into this parking lot, she in those woods. As if it's some type of damn neighborhood. I'm just sitting here acting like, he like, you know them woods I'm talking about? He like, over there on that street on this side of the... I'm sitting up here nodding my head like, yeah, like knowing damn well, I don't know what the hell this man talking about. He explaining it like it's some damn neighborhood, some local bar or something. Like, nigga, what? How do you even know she's in those woods? Like, you basically saying she ain't got shit to her name. She don't have nothing. How do you even know she's over there? Like, what? Like, I'm just sitting here like, wow, this is crazy. He like, yeah, if we go up there right now, she'll be in those woods right now. And I'm just like, what? Like, first of all, I don't give a damn. Second of all, why do you even give a damn? Third of all, how do you even know she's over there? If she ain't got nothing, she ain't got no phone, she ain't got nothing like you say she don't, how do you even know she's over there? That's just crazy. But anyway, y'all, so he's saying all that. I'm sitting there clutching my invisible damn pearls. Now, I did have a split second of thinking about leaving. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. But right when I thought about that, of course, the food comes. So I'm like, well, shit. If he gonna sit up here and trauma dump and leave put all his bullshit on me, the least I can do is get a free meal out of this. Because I'm already thinking in my head, yeah, it's wraps for you, baby. It's a wrap for you, baby. It's a wrap for you. No, and then I gotta sit through this sober. Like, I can't even have a little tiny buzz. Like, nah, nope, So he's going, y'all. He had ordered this crab ragoon or something. It was like a crab dumpling. I don't even know what to call it. Crab ragoon, something crab and lagoon, girl. I don't know. He ordered that, and so he was like, do you want to try some of it? I'm like, no, I'm okay. He like, no, try it. This shaggy ass wigger proceeds to bite the damn crab whatever lagoon and tries to get me to eat the same piece he just bit off of. Are you dumb? Are you slow? Have you lost your rabbit ass mind? This is what I be saying. Sir, I just met you. I don't know if you got nothing. But second of all, you don't even know if I have something. And you just gonna, here, have some and bite it. And it, girl, I was so disgusted. So he put it on a plate next to the other shit. He like, well, maybe you can eat the other ones. So I'm like, I don't want none of that. Because I don't know if your little spit particles gonna reach the, either way, it's a no for you, babe. I don't want none of this shit, okay? So I'm trying to scarf down my food. I'm just trying to eat as fast as I can, y'all. That was the last thing he ate, okay? Because the rest of the day, he just spent talking. So his next thing, after talking and ranting and talking about his ex that live in the nick of the woods, giving me her exact coordinates, after talking about that, y'all, tell me why this guy, I gotta put my leg up for this, my little cutesy pajama pants on. Tell me why, y'all. Every time I think about this date, I'm so like, what the hell? Like, he puts his arm on the table out of nowhere. He huffs and he puffs. Girl, I'm sounding like a damn Dr. Seuss book. He huffs and he puffs. He's like, and he's shaking his head. So I'm thinking like, damn, like, am I eating crazy? Like, what, like, why is he doing that? I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, why are you doing that? I'm like, are you okay? He's like, I've had anger issues since I was a kid. What? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, y'all, this man was jumping from topic to topic, just trauma dumping. I'm like, how the hell did you go from talking about your ex in the woods to offer me a crab? We're just gonna call it a crab cake, even though it wasn't a crab cake. Offering me a crab cake to now doing this, huffing and puffing and telling me you had anger issues since you was a little kid. Excuse the hell out of me. What are you talking? Walk me through how we got here. How did we get here? Like, what? So I'm just like, oh. So I looked at him. I said, oh, like, wow. You know, I didn't know what to say. What the hell do I say to that? Like, what does a normal person say to somebody that says that? Like, what? So he's like, yeah, my parents, they tried to put me in therapy as a kid. Just had anger issues. Like, it's better now. It's better now. He did this. Because I'm looking at, probably because he see my face, I'm looking at him like, what? Like, what are you saying right now? Like, I need to get the fuck ASAP. And I know y'all probably like, Janelle, why are you still sitting at this table? Listen, y'all, I don't have nothing. I don't have no explanation, really. I don't. Like, I don't have no, and I'm telling you, it gets worse. I really should have left this date so long ago. I should have left this date when he ain't let me get a glass of wine, honestly. But no, I really should have left this date long time ago. And y'all are gonna realize this, and I know y'all gonna eat me up in the comments about this. Y'all gonna be like, oh, I would have left sooner. I would have left, da-da-da. I already know. Listen, go ahead and eat me up, because I already know y'all gonna eat me up, because there's gonna be more moments where I should have left and I didn't leave. Okay, spoiler alert. So he's saying that I'm sitting there clutching my invisible damn pearls. At this point, I don't even want my damn food. I'm irritated. I'm turned off. So I'm waiting for the waiter to come so I can ask her for a box. Mind you, that's what I'm waiting on. He gonna turn to me after he just did this whole breakout about how he had anger issues, this whole huffing and puffing Oscar award-winning scene. After he just did all that, he gonna break out of character and be like, oh, are you gonna finish your food? So I'm looking at him like, girl, I was appalled. I didn't know what to say. I'm like, what? So I'm like, no, I'm full. Like, he like, yeah, you should. Cuts me off. I'm like, yeah, I'm full. He like, oh yeah, like, I can get you a box. Like, we gotta get you a box. I'm just like, Janelle, this is what you get. This is why, ladies, don't just be doing shit for the plot, okay? Don't do nothing for the plot. Don't go on a date because you bored. Don't just be doing anything, okay? Like, but at the same time, like, you know, my mom used to be like, this is your 20s. This is a part of dating, so you can figure out what you like and what you don't like. But if you already know from the jump, this is not gonna be it, then don't just be doing nothing for the plot. Sitting there just looking dumb. I bought a whole fit, mind you. I bought a whole fit for this, okay? So I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was just waiting for the waiter. So after that, after he realized that I'm not wasting his money, he goes back to being in his acting scene. Man, it's like he had bipolar disorder, and if you have that, you know, I'm not trying to make fun of that, but that's literally what it felt like, because he went from that to back to this. Like, he put his head back on the table. He did this again on the table, y'all. So he's just shaking his head. He's like, yeah, it's really unfortunate because my parents have really tried to help me, but they started to give up on me when I was a teen. I felt like I was a damn therapist, y'all. I felt like I was a therapist, y'all. I really did. So he's venting about how he got anger issues. Then he go back to venting about his ex. He's showing me pictures, y'all. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot about that. He's showing me family photos of him, his ex, his parents, his it's a whole family picture. His son, he got his son in the picture, his ex-girlfriend / baby mama, his family. He's just showing me all these pictures and family photos, Christmas photos of them. I'm just and my dumb behind, I wouldn't say dumb ass, my dumb behind sitting there looking like, wow, like, okay, like, I didn't even know what to say, y'all. I don't even remember what the hell I said. I was just speechless. Like, what do you say to somebody who's showing you pictures of them and their ex? I don't know where the hell this ride finna take me, right? So finally, the waiter, she comes to the table. She give him the bill. She like, before I can even say it and before she can even ask, he like, oh yeah, she's gonna need a box for this because she didn't finish it. He's pointing at the food like this. Yeah, she's gonna need a box for this because she didn't even finish it. And then he's looking at the bill. So she was like, okay, no worries. So she's like, ma'am, did you need a box? And he was like, yeah, she needs a box. She's like, I got it, sir. And I was like, yes, I need a box. She was like, okay. And she did like a little tap on my shoulder or something, probably trying to signal like, girl, do you need help? Because I hope this ain't your man, honey, because not only do he look a mess, but he acting a mess. Okay, so she looking at me like, girl, I hope this is just a date gone wrong or something. I don't know. So, you know, I'm looking at her. We looking at each other. We here with it. Because I think she's starting to pick down what's happening. He's looking at everything on the bill. He's staring at it. He reading the description. He asking the waiter, like, what's this? She's like, oh, that's the crab thing that you ordered. He's like, oh, yeah, that is the crab thing. I'm like looking, and I kind of peek at the bill. I'm like, it literally says crab lagoon or whatever the hell he ordered. I'm like, it literally says crab. I started feeling bad. Like, low key, y'all. I started feeling bad for him because I'm like, damn, he don't got no money. And mind y'all, while all this is happening, he's sweating. Like, it did not go buy a whole fit for this. Like, I was really mad at myself that how geeked I was about this date, because I had to remember who I was going on a date with. Like, girl, this ain't giving like somebody you like. Like, I was acting like I was going on a date that was somebody I liked and I thought they was fine as hell. And like, no. So I slowly brought myself back down to reality, and I was like, you know, you ain't got nobody to be mad at, baby, but yourself, okay? You need to be mad at yourself. So he's sweating. His hair is all sweaty and looking oily and just looking like a wet dog. Look-y, I ain't gonna lie. Sweating, armpit sweating. He's doing that little shaking thing that he did when he handed me the receipt. And he kind of did that off and on. And I did kind of feel bad for the man because I felt like he kind of had some problems or some type of issues going on. And if he did, and maybe it sounds like he was struggling with some type of maybe depression, I don't know. So I don't want y'all to think I'm making fun of somebody who got like mental health problems or something. Like, if he did, you know, I don't want to make fun of that, but it was a lot to deal with. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot to think that you're gonna have a regular date and it's, you go to a date and somebody trauma dumping on you. I don't think that's okay. And I do think that he said he did used to do drugs at one point, but he never specified what type of drugs. The man just had a lot. He had a lot. He shouldn't have been on a date. He should have been in therapy. He's looking at the bill. He's trembling. He's shaking in his boots. He looking at everything. And mind you, we really didn't order a lot. He ordered an appetizer. He ordered his meal we got waters, a soda, and my food. So it's like you looking at this bill like it's a whole $200 bill. Like it's probably nothing but like 5 things on there. Like he keep analyzing it like it's gonna be any different. Babe, the bill is the the bill is the bill. He asked her about something else and she was like, yeah, that's her food or whatever. He was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, I'm glad you got a box. So I'm just like, but again, I don't know his pockets, but at the same time, don't go on a date if you ain't got the damn money. Like, you know what I'm saying? You said you wanted to take me out. You picked this spot. You said you been here. You knew what it was. Like, now you sitting here trying to act dumb like you don't know what you been here. You know this spot. This your place, right? The Crab Lagoon, remember? It's delicious. Now you don't. Now you all of a sudden got amnesia and oh, I don't know. What's this? You know what it is. It say it right there. So I'm just sitting there and I know y'all probably like, again, this could have been a perfect opportunity for me to get the fuck up and leave, right? No, y'all. So he pull out his card. Again, y'all, he gets to talking about his anger issues. I'm just like, why does he keep bringing up the fact that he has anger issues? I'm not understanding that. Like, and he keep trying to say, oh, it's better. I'm better now, but I have anger. I've had anger issues since I was a kid. He's reiterating the same story. And I'm just like, why does he keep saying that? Like, we already touched on that, babe. Trust me, you don't have to tell me no more. The red flags they're red flagging. You don't have to tell me no more. I got it, babe. I just need you to get this through your head. This is the last time you're ever going to see a bad bitch like me, okay? Now, let me stop. Let me stop. But this is the last time you're ever going to see me, okay? I need you to understand that, okay? You want something to be mad about? There you go. This your last time seeing me, so be mad about that. Okay, be mad about that. So, girl, he's telling me that, whatever. So he gets to talking about our next spot. I'm like, next spot? So I'm like, what are you talking about? He like, yeah, you forgot? I'm like, I'm sitting here like, what is this man talking about? Like, y'all, I felt like I was going insane. I'm like, forgot about what? He like, I don't want the date to end, so let's go somewhere else. I'm like, yeah, but we didn't discuss that. Like, we just said we was gonna do the dinner. He like, nah, like, let's go somewhere else. Like, I don't want the date to end. Like, I'm having such a good time with you. And I'm thinking like, of course you're having a good time with me, babe. I'm your therapist at this point. Like, you're just trauma dumping on me. Like, you don't know shit about me. You don't know anything. Like, y'all, he didn't ask me anything. When I tell y'all, I didn't even barely talk. The most I said on this date was, wow, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I hope things get better. That was my whole conversation with this man the whole time. And he, the whole time, putting on a performance, right? So we're leaving. Like, wait a minute. I want to walk you to your car. I'm like in my head thinking like, oh my God, I don't want you to do shit for me. So I'm like, all right, he can walk me to my car because it is dark. And like I told you, there's a lot of homeless downtown. So I was like, all right, you could do that because I don't know. We walk out, the waiter looking at me like, she kind of gave me that look like, do I need to call somebody? And I'm looking at her like, no, it's good. So we like talking with our eyes. He's staring at the waiter and then he's staring at me. And I'm just like, let's go. So we leave. We walk into my car. Y'all, he like, oh, stay right there. Like, I got something for you. Now, okay. If somebody who just said that they got anger issues and their personality changed so many times on the date, you don't even know who the hell this person really is. If that person tells you, wait right here, I got something for you, would it be wrong to think that they're up to some scary shit? Okay, the first thing I'm thinking about is, oh my gosh, this man is going to off me. Like, he's gonna off me. This is how my story ends. Like, I'm finna be on some type of, show. Like, oh my gosh, my heart is beating fast. I go in my car. I'm like, oh, can I wait in my car? Because he wanted me to wait outside. He wanted me to wait like right there by my car. And then on top of that, he wanted me to turn around. I'm like, nah, hell nah. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna wait in my car, right? So he really didn't want me to wait in my car because he probably thought I was gonna pull off, which I was, y'all, I was. So I get in my car. He like, okay, well, could you keep the door open or roll the window down or something? I'm like, yeah. So I cracked the window. He like, no, like roll it down more. I'm like, can you just go get what you gotta get? Like, it's cold out here. Like, I'm trying to play it. I'm like, it's cold out here. So y'all, he goes to his car, right? This man, I didn't know he was parked directly behind me. So I'm like, God damn. So he parked directly behind me. I see him rummaging through the back seat of his car. I'm like, oh my gosh. And again, y'all, I know y'all probably like, Janelle, why the fuck you still sitting there? Pull the fuck off. I don't know. I can't tell y'all why I was still sitting there. But if I was still sitting there, would y'all have this story time? No, you wouldn't have this story time. You would not have this story time. Okay, so listen, even though in the moment I should have pulled off, hey, at least I'm here to tell the story and it could be a little kiki now. But in the moment, I should have definitely pulled off. Don't know what the hell I was thinking. So girl, he come back, y'all. I'm scared as hell. Oh girl, I need to hurry up because I gotta pick up my son. So let's go ahead and hurry this up. Okay. So boom, y'all. He come back, basically he come back with some flowers, okay? I was trembling in my freaking boots. Girl, I was shaking just the way his ass was shaking. he come over there with some flowers. So I was like, oh, this is cute. But I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, it took you this long to get these flowers? Like, the flowers, okay, I'm not gonna do too much on the flowers. It's the thought that counts. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I grabbed the flowers. He like, I really don't want the date to end. I'm like, yeah, but it's getting late. He's like, no, could you just meet me at the mall? Like, let's go to the mall. So I'm like, the mall? I'm like, it's late though. He like, no, they should still be open. So I'm like, okay. Now my plan was to say okay, but I was gonna pull off and I wasn't gonna go to the mall, y'all. I was gonna speed the fuck home. As soon as he's like, okay, meet me at the mall, okay? I think he kind of sensed that I didn't want to be on this date no more. And I think he knew that I was gonna pull the fuck off. And I know, again, y'all probably like, Janelle, why didn't you just tell him you didn't want to be on the date no more and just go home? Something about this man just seemed off and crazy and just like, he just didn't seem all the way well. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I would have told him that in person, my plan was to agree to go to the mall, but then pull off and go home and then act like something came up and be like, oh, I'm so sorry, last minute I had to go home, or something, or just block him or not say nothing at all. But I was not gonna, I just didn't feel comfortable telling him in that moment. It's kind of like when a guy comes up to you and asks you for your number and it's like, you just don't feel like going through that process or that guessing game of if they're going to take rejection well, or if they're going to be the other type where they just spaz out on you and now you gone off this earth. Like, you just don't know. So like in the moment, like, here's my number, but you know you're going to block them, or you just not going to respond to them. But in the moment, you give them your number. That's kind of the energy I was getting, because I felt like if I would have told him, no, I don't want to go there, like, I don't know, it just felt like he was going to do some crazy shit. Okay. So, you know, I'm telling him like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. But again, my plan was to pull off. So as I'm pulling out, I'm like, damn, which way can I turn to leave? But y'all, I kid y'all not, he was on my ass. Like, I even turned down the wrong street. He turned and then he called me. He called me. And then I got back on the main road, and I had answered his phone call because y'all, he kept calling me. I'm like, oh yeah, my bad, I just took the wrong turn. So at that moment, I knew, I was like, this man is crazy. Even if I say I want to go home and I don't want to be here no more, he's giving the vibes that he don't give a damn. Like, he's giving the vibes that he's gonna follow me home. Like, you get what I'm saying? So we pull up to the mall, y'all. The mall is closing. I didn't notice at this time. I really wasn't going to that mall because I had an incident that happened where I almost damn got kidnapped from that mall. That might be a whole nother story time. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it really sounds like I live in the damn hood. I promise y'all I don't. Like, this city is so whack and low key, but it's a lot of stuff that goes on in this city. Honestly, there's a lot that happens in my city that I didn't even know happens in my city. Honestly, I'd be shocked. So yeah, we get to the mall. The mall's closing. We're in there, and some guy at this point was like a shoe shine, some type of something. I don't think it was shoe shine. He was trying to give me a sample or something, y'all. Tell me why Cody got mad as hell. He's like, no, she don't need that. She told you no. He starts spazzing on the guy. And why was the guy going toe to toe with him too? He's like, I'm not asking you, sir. I'm asking her. They're arguing. He's getting mad. It's a whole thing, right? The guy ends up laughing it off. He's like, sir, calm down. It's not that serious. We ran into some other people. They was trying to offer me stuff. He was just getting irritated and getting mad. He's like, you know what? Let's just leave the mall because the mall's going to close anyway. So I'm like, okay, let's leave the mall. Mind y'all, it's late as hell. Like, the mall is closing. It's dark outside. Y'all probably like, Janelle, go the fuck home. Sadly, y'all did not go home. So his next spot was like, he was like, okay, let's go to this last bar. And then after that, you know, we could be done. So I'm like, okay. He's like, because I know it's getting late, whatever. So I'm like, all right, we'll just go to this last bar. I'm texting my mom like, yeah, this guy's kind of crazy. So she like, oh girl, you need to leave. Like, what's going on? Do you need me to come get you? Like, my mom texting. I'm like, nah, like, we going to this last little spot and then we out. She like, keep me updated. Like, don't do nothing, don't drink nothing. She started saying all this stuff. I'm like, nah, it's cool. Y'all, tell me why We walk into this bar. Now, if you watch my very first story time where I talked about mother freaking dingy, I talked about one of the worst dates, because I've been on a few worst dates, but that was my first ever worst date, and it was horrible. Do y'all remember, for my my OG subscribers who've been here, who've seen that video, or even for my new ones who watched all my videos back, if you go back to watch that story time and y'all know how crazy as hell dingy was, y'all, tell me why we walk in this bar and the first person I see is mother freaking dingy. Mother freaking dingy, y'all. Dingy, for those of y'all who don't know, is obsessed with me. Crazy, worst date of my life. Go watch that story time, because girl, it was a whole lot. I did a whole series on dingy. Go watch that. I see dingy. Dingy's looking at me. He's mad. He's scrunching up his face. Cody notices dingy. They're both like mugging each other down. I'm just like, oh my god, this is horrible. So Cody, he's looking at me, he's looking at dingy, he's looking at us, he's like, do you know that guy? I'm like, yeah, I try to act like I didn't know dingy. I'm like, yeah, I think he used to work at a place that me and my family goes to. Like, I basically try to act like I didn't know him the way that I knew him, right? So I'm like, yeah, I think he used to work at a spot that me and my family used to go to all the time, whatever. He's like, yeah, he's kind of looking like he has a problem or something. I'm like, no, it's not that. But dingy was mugging the hell out of me. He was me mugging me, and he was me mugging Cody. So I'm like, oh my god, bro, this date just can't get any worse. So Cody talked about something. He want to teach me how to play pool, y'all. So he's trying to teach me how to play pool. He's trying to go behind me. I'm telling him like, no, I'm not comfortable with that. Cody's getting mad because I don't want him behind me. And I'm like, this just red flags everywhere. Like, I don't want you to touch me and you're touching me. Like, I was getting irritated. Cody keeps trying to teach me how to play pool. Dingy is just doing nothing but me mugging us. Cody keeps touching me. I'm telling him to stop touching me. Long story short, y'all, I did not finish that pool game. I was like, yeah, I have to go. Like, he's like, no, I'll stop touching you. I'm like, no, it's not because of that. Even though I want to be like, it's not even just because of that. It's because of this whole motherfucking date. Like, how is a date like damn near 5 hours long? Like, and again, I can't even be mad at him for real, because why the hell would you stay that long, girl? You should have dipped when you was supposed to dip. But girl, so you know. And I'm just like, it's not even just that. Like, it's your whole, everything you did on this date. Anyway, y'all, I leave. But he's like, well, at least let me walk you out to your car. So I walk out. He walked me out to my car. I told him I didn't need him to do that, but he proceeded to walk me to my car anyway. So he's like, yeah, I had a good time on the date. So I'm just trying to play it off. But I'm like, yeah, you know, it was okay, whatever. He's like, I hope, you know, we can go out again. I'm trying to play it off like, yeah, I don't know. Basically, like, we'll see type of vibe. Girl, get in my car. I speed the freak off. I see him getting in his car, but girl, I sped the hell off. I go home. Oh, he keeps texting me, and I'm not really responding, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to tell him that I don't like him, and I'm going to tell him what he did, because I don't want another girl to experience that on a first date. So basically, I get to tell him like, yeah, on the date. Like, honestly, I don't know. Y'all let me know. Should I have told him what he did wrong? Because sometimes I feel half and half about it, because I feel like if you tell people that, I feel like they might try to find a way to finesse the next girl better. You get what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I feel like it's helpful to tell them what they did wrong, but then sometimes I'm like, when it comes to like manipulators and stuff, I feel like it's only gonna help them manipulate the next girl better. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like half and half. I do feel like you should be a grown-up or an adult and say, hey, or maybe just leave it at, I just didn't really like you, or we didn't mesh. But I went into details. I was like, yeah, you know, I didn't like how you was talking about your ex, and then you brought up anger issues. You made me feel uncomfortable. But yeah, yo, he was trying to ask me on like another date and stuff, and I'm basically telling him like, yeah, I'm not going on another date with you. You know, I'm telling him everything I didn't like that he did on the date. And I was like, you know, I really wanted to leave the date earlier, but I didn't feel comfortable. Now, like, I'm telling him everything, and I'm like, that's really not your fault. I should have just, you know, left when I wanted to leave, whatever. So he's basically like, you know, you're such a great woman. Like, I agree. I shouldn't have said all that on the first date. I'll remember that. Like, I'll remember that. Whatever. I'm like, yeah, I bet you will. So, you know, he like, I'll remember that. You know, thank you for everything, blah, blah. So I didn't say nothing else to his text. I'm like, I have not shit else to say to you. A few days after that, girl, he sent me a picture of a damn lizard. No context, nothing. He just sends me a picture of a lizard. I'm like, what? Get the fuck off my phone. Get off my phone. Like, get off my phone. Like, what? Girl, I blocked that man so fast. I don't think I blocked him, but I should have. But he didn't say nothing else after that. I'm like, why would you send me a picture of a lizard with no context? I just told you everything I didn't like that you did on a date. Basically told you, I don't think we're compatible. I don't want to talk to you no more. and then you talk about some, oh, I apologize, da da da, and then days later you send me a picture of a lizard. Like, what does that even mean? If that means something, y'all tell me down below what that mean. But yeah, y'all, my camera about to die. I gotta pick up my son. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this crazy ass date down below. Let me know, do y'all think he has some issues? Y'all think he has some problems? Like, I don't know, girl, my camera falling down and everything. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video down below. Thank you guys so much again for all y'all love and support. I truly do appreciate you guys so freaking much. Stay tuned for Tuesday, because I do plan to film tomorrow. That's if I film tomorrow and it comes together. So if it does, y'all should see a video on Tuesday, and then of course y'all see me next Friday for a story time. This is the end of today's video, so don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias. It'll be down below in the description box with the direct links. Thank you guys so freaking much for watching, and of course, as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, you guys.